All right. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everybody tonight? Let me just kill my volume on my phone really quickly. And we will, there we go. All right. No distractions. Well, other than animals, but they're always a distraction. They don't go anywhere. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope we have a good evening and I welcome everybody to the chat. We're going to be talking about is something about to go down? And we're going to get into that here very shortly. But before we get started, and I just want to remind everybody, very family friendly oriented channel. I would ask you all to please be decent in the chat. No racism, no nastiness. Um, Real simple, easy rules. If you cannot abide by those easy, simple rules, the people that you see lit up in blue are going to boot you out of here because we're not going to tolerate it. So just letting you know ahead of time. JJ, are you the only moderator in here once again? I hope we got more than just JJ in here tonight. Anyway, yeah, okay. Geez, man, I may have to get you a couple more moderators uh, to uh, to help you out there. I don't know what's going on. I know Wolfang is like off and on. He's in here off and on. I know that some other people are. Jay goes, I'm good. No, I know, man. You're on top of stuff. I understand that, but I'm sure you could use a hand. It would not be a bad thing, but we shall see. All right. So, again, I'm just going to ask everybody, please be decent in the chat. No nastiness, no nothing like that. And we'll have a good chat. All right. And so let's do that. Any questions you guys have for me, all cap locks, please, so it stands out. And we can go from there. Okay. It makes it easier for me. All right. Well, I hope everybody had a good day. I know in the Northeast, a lot of people are digging out, especially up in the Boston area. They tied a record with 23.6 inches of snow in one storm. So that's a pretty good amount of snow. Not too shabby, almost 2 feet. And yeah, JJ's like Thor with a wrench instead of a hammer. That's right. JJ's on top of it, guys. So, but yeah, so finally tomorrow's supposed to actually be 30. That's what they're forecasting. So I'm really looking forward to that because I'm really, really tired of this cold weather. I've definitely had enough. And then I think Tuesday, Wednesday is supposed to be in the 40s. So unreal, unreal. So, all right. Now I've heard a couple of things, and I don't know if it's true or not, about the situation up in Canada. I know that the truckers are blocking off a lot of intersections up there. I've heard that Saskatchewan. If I'm saying that wrong, I do apologize. Hey, Philip, welcome, welcome. Glad to see you in the chat. I heard that they've dropped mandates in Saskatchewan. If I'm saying again, I know I'm saying it probably wrong, and I do apologize. Oh, and I got corrected too. I always say Massachusetts. Okay, it's Massachusetts is what I was told. So again, my apologies. Hey, you know what I mean? I'm saying it correct. Okay, Randy Bromance, thank you. Um, but anyway, I heard they dropped the mandates up there. Now, I did hear from somebody else, and I don't know how true it is or not true. But I heard that there was being arrest made. Now I don't know how what the validity of that is. You got to understand when the mainstream media gets a hold of something, they're going to twist it the way that they want it to go, and not the way that it should go. Right, realistically. I know that there was a rally. I'll give you an example. There was a rally up in Buffalo, New York, and they were told that there were dozens of people there when it was actually hundreds of people. So it's just the media. If it doesn't go the way that they want it to go, they spin it the way that they want to spin it. It's just always the way it's been, and it's always the way it's going to be. There is no doubt about that. Okay, so we're going to go over some stuff, and I want you to think about the possibilities of what I'm going to be talking about tonight. So, is something about to go down? And why would now be the time for something to happen, right? Guys, I see we're already at 791 in the chat. We're at 240 on the thumbs up. If you haven't shot a thumbs up yet, please shoot a thumbs up to show support for the channel. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much ahead of time. Also, it really does help with the algorithm. So the more interactions that we have, the better it is for the channel. So I thank you for that reason as well. Of course, the third reason is I do like to see a lot of thumbs up. That's just part of the game. So I thank you for that reason as well. Again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. So thank you very much for all of that. Has anyone else noticed that MSN aren't talking about the V? You know, so let's talk about this a second, guys. And I want you to, we're going to go back in time 2 years, okay? Just before we had the worldwide outbreak, right, of this situation that we are in now. What was happening? So we got to go back to understand what possibly may happen now. So 2 years ago, all around the world, you had people had enough of the government's crap. They had said, I'm not playing this game anymore. There was uprising from the Arab Spring to France with the Yellow Vest protest. Hong Kong, they were demonstrating and protesting over there. There was, here in the United States, people were up in arms, obviously, you know, with everything that was going on. You know, so you had a lot of people, and that's just a couple examples, okay? So you had a lot of people around the world that had said, enough is enough, I'm not playing this game anymore. So let's go back to something recently that just happened. You had the UK dropped all mandates, all forced cards, no masks, no nothing anymore, because they got caught having parties all the time, right? You know, so they were having parties without any mask and doing all that sort of thing, and they got caught. And people said, wait a minute, we all have to follow all these rules that you're putting into place, except you don't, because of course there's rules for the rest of us and there's different rules for them, just like health insurance in the United States. The rest of us peons get crappy health insurance, where if you do a 4-year term in Congress or the Senate, you get lifelong benefits. You get a retirement package forever and a day. It doesn't matter how many years that you've done. You get these benefits forever, right? Totally different scenario than the rest of us have to deal with. Where have you ever seen a job where you can vote yourself in your own raise? I mean, how awesome is that, right? So people had had enough of what was going on with the government and everything to that effect. So what happened, right? Oh my God, we have this worldwide thing happening. We have to shut down everything. We have to close everything up. We have to take everybody's rights away, your freedom of movement, all those things, social distancing. Remember, oh my God, you know, because 6 feet apart is going to make such a huge difference with everything, you know, but we have to listen to what they say because they're in charge. First masks don't work, then masks work. I mean, you know, it's been this roller coaster of information that has been put out along the way, and it changes by them at a spur of the moment, as we all know, okay? That shut down all around the world anybody protesting about anything. How many people, let me ask this, how many people around the world are up in arms of what happened in Hong Kong? How many people are even aware of what happened in Hong Kong? Because I'm sure it did not get a tremendous amount of media coverage. The Chinese government came in there, locked up every dissident, locked up anybody that was causing, you know, any kind of strife to what they wanted to accomplish. Hong Kong's totally locked down now. Now, my question would be, with that, we had a special relationship the United States did with Hong Kong based on the fact that Hong Kong, yes, it was part of China, but separate. They did their own self-governance. That's not the case anymore. And there was billions, guys, billions in trade between us and Hong Kong. Has that changed? Have we come out publicly and said because China came in early and locked these people down and shut everybody up? Uh, was there any change? Did anything change? Did we stop doing business as usual with Hong Kong? I have not heard anything to that effect. If that relationship changed, they were saying that we were going to stop doing trade and all the sweet deal benefits that we had with Hong Kong. So I only watch the news stations for the local weather. I don't blame you, and even that's not accurate. That you cannot count on to be accurate at all. Okay, you have to pay attention to everything, and that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, you have to pay attention to everything. So what is happening right now? Let's talk about that. Hey, Pamela Sherry, let's just be real. There's no freedom here in the former USA. Take, for example, the rally in D.C. that is still an insurrection and men are still in jail unlawfully. There is no freedom. It's an illusion of freedom. I cannot disagree with that statement. Thank you very much for that statement, and thank you very much for the donation as well. As soon as you go against now, Ryan Hall, yes, Ryan Hall, y'all, he definitely does a really pretty decent job with the weather. I love Ryan Hall, y'all. Again, if you guys are not subscribed to his channel, please go over. Tell him Prepper Nurse One sent you. He'll have no idea who I am, but that's okay. I don't care. I think he's got a great channel, and I really love what he's doing over there. Guys, we've got a pretty good group here in the chat tonight. So we're at 1,300 already in the chat. We're at 493 on a thumbs up. So I'm going to ask again real quick, if you have not shot a thumbs up, please do so to show support for the channel. And thank you ahead of time for that. Again, it really does help. The more interaction that we have with the algorithms, be it comments, thumbs up, thumbs down. If you think I suck, shoot me that thumbs down, but I would rather have you do the thumbs up. Again, it really does help with the algorithms. It pushes us out farther in YouTube. We are obviously on the precipice of 100,000 subscribers as well. We're almost up to 99,300 as we speak. I think I was about 11 away from there. So we're getting closer and closer to that level, which is amazing. So thank you. Again, I know we've had a big influx of new people coming into the channel. So thank you all as well for that. All right, so let's get back to, again, and if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell icon to get all notifications as well. So I mentioned this in my earlier video today, and I think that it may have been a little bit shadow banned by YouTube because I did mention Joe Rogan in that video, or that everybody's watching football. I don't know, but that's okay. If you compare what is being done with the control measures that have been going on in our country, if you make the comparison to that, which I have absolutely done, to Nazi Germany, certain elements don't like that comparison. They don't want you to compare that with that because they want to have that all to themselves, and this is not the same. Well, it is the same. Nazi Germany, you had to have your papers, and if you didn't have your papers, you did not have freedom of travel and freedom of movement. That is exactly what they are doing right now. Ed, I need to email you my phone number and talk to you. There's some absolutely, Mark. Shoot me an email, preppernurse1@yahoo.com. Give me your number, and I'll give you a call. All right. So again, there is not a big difference in that. The only difference is if instead of having the Star of David on their jacket or their shoulder or wherever they had to have it, we're not allowed to entry to different places if we don't show proof that we have complied and done as we are told, with what they're trying to force people to do. There's no difference, and that's just my opinion. It is restricting freedom of movement. It's restricting people from being able to go ahead and live their lives when they're not hurting anybody. And here's the best part about this, okay? If I'm not, here's a weird concept, and I'm going to share this with you. I know it's kind of weird. If I'm sick, I stay home. I stay in bed. I try to get better. I avoid people because I don't want to get anybody else sick, right? That's the concept, what we're trying to do. If I'm healthy and I feel okay, I'm going to go out in public. I don't need your permission as a government official to be able to go out in public and to do what I want to do. Not going to happen. Never going to happen. That's just, that's just me personally. You can do whatever you want to do. I will have no judgment on anybody on that. Full of hope, Wuhan have identified an older bat virus. It's now one barrier, 33% fatality rate. I don't know what to think. So we're going to get back to this. Thank you very much for that information. I do appreciate that. And thank you so much for the donation as well. Here's what I want you guys to think about. And going back to topic, staying on topic. When we had an uprising all around the world of people that had had enough of the government's crap, an issue happened, an event happened that affected people all over the world, supposedly, right? That's what we're looking at right now. We are looking at people, you look at Canada, right? Over in Europe with the UK, there is Belarus, I believe, that they were also up in arms and protesting over there. People, again, have now said enough is enough. If there was a 12 or 15% mortality rate, I think people would look at a situation differently. Okay? I really do. But when you have this minuscule amount of people that are actually dying, a lot of people are getting sick, yes, and it sucks and it's no fun. So I'm not saying that it's not real. I would never say that. Had a cough for 10 days a while back, but never tested, recovered because I have an immune system. Mount Geiger. Well, as you guys know, I was sick right after Thanksgiving, and I was down in bed for a couple of weeks, and I felt like crap, and I thought I was going to die. I never got tested for anything because I was sick. I stayed home. Hey, Bizzer is a Jizza. Welcome. Glad to see you're here tonight. I stayed home. I recovered, and I went on with my life. That's what happens. That's what you should do. Okay. If you're sick and you're hacking and coughing and you feel like crap, you shouldn't be out in public. Okay. You just shouldn't be. That's called using common sense. I know that is in short supply in this day and age. We all need to have the government tell us what we should do and how to do it, right? It's amazing to me. It is amazing to me. But anyway, I believe, and this is just strictly, guys, strictly my opinion. I think we're about to see something go down. I believe that something will happen. I can't say what it's going to be. Who knows what it's going to be? But I believe something is about to go down so that they can wrap up and control us all once again, or they're going to try. Okay. Guys, we're up to 1,700 people in the chat. Wow, that's crazy. That's the biggest number we've had in quite a while. So thank you, everybody that's watching tonight. I do appreciate that. Again, let's keep those thumbs up coming. We'll see what kind of number we can get with this big of a crowd as far as those thumbs up go. But again, they want to maintain their control. And who are they? The people that are running the show realistically. If you think Joe Biden is running the show here in this country, you are delusional. If you think Trudeau up in Canada is running the show up in Canada, you're delusional. There's somebody behind the scenes pulling those strings. They're yes men. They do as they're told. Let's see. What we got here? Hold on 1 second. I want to see. Bushcraft, Dr. Survival, love your stuff. I'd sent you an email about a collab. Would you send it again? I'm not sure if I got it. So thank you so much for the donation, and thank you very much for saying that. I do appreciate that. If you would send that again, give me a phone number, and I will give you a call. Okay? So thank you. I know I get so much stuff, guys. I mean, so much. I had somebody ask me, and I wanted to address this again. I addressed it earlier today, but I don't know how many people saw that. Somebody said, well, you ask for our feedback in the comments, but you never answer any of the comments. Well, I do answer some. There's no way when you have almost 100,000 subscribers that you can answer all the comments. All I would be doing would be all day long just answering comments. I did it up until I hit 10,000 subscribers. And I was putting in hours a day then answering questions or replies to, whatever. I want you to think about this a second, okay? Facebook Messenger, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube here in the chats. Hey, Jeff Emery, for the garden as usual. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. The garden will be good this year, I promise. Hey, Pam Ben, thank you very much for the donation as well. I do appreciate that. Uh, Emails, replies on videos. If I do 2 videos in a day, which a lot of times I do, that's a lot of comments to answer. Okay. I can't do that. There's no way I could do that and get anything else done. So I had to make the decision that I, intermittently will go in and I will answer. I'm first of all, let me tell you this. I read every single question or every comment that is put out there. Read them all. I don't always get to them all, but I read every comment. So just putting that out there, if you feel slighted because I don't answer your comment, it's not intentional. I promise you that. I just don't have the time. That's the reality of it. So anyway, Elon Musk called Potato Head a wet sock puppet muppet today. That's actually very funny. Again, like I said, the people that are really running things and have the power and control, they want to maintain it. All right. If enough of us, again, like what is going on right now in Canada, the Canadian people, the truckers, and a lot of people have gotten behind them, have said enough is enough. Now, I just saw, and I want you to put this into perspective. A news channel for Canada said that thousands of truckers were in the capital today. Now, I have heard everything from 50,000 truckers to 150,000 truckers. I don't know what the actual number is, but let's say it's 50,000. That's not thousands. But the news, again, the news media, who is controlled, you got to understand that the news in the United States is controlled by 6 companies. 6 companies control all the news in the United States. It was a really cool thing that somebody did. I don't know if it was last year or if it was the year before. And they put up this montage of news channels from different parts of the country, including Rochester, New York. It had the 2 main commentators in Rochester, New York. And they literally said the same exact thing is the newscasters in San Francisco, California, in Omaha, Nebraska, in St. Louis, Missouri. So they had all these different newscasters all over the country repeating the same mantra about, we're going to be giving, you the right information and blah, 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 blah. It's all scripted. It is all, this is what you are allowed to say. And these are the things that are happening, and people are just so oblivious to it, and they believe blindly whatever they're told, and they question nothing. The biggest thing that I would ask of all of you, even information I give you, follow up on it. Question everything. I don't know everything. I don't claim to know everything. I really don't. Oh, I do have to make a correction of something. I wasn't sure who it was that had made the statement that they have a political view and a strong one, but they're not going to share it on social media. Their job is to entertain. It was Goldie Hawn that said that. And my hat's off to her for realizing that she is an actress. Her job is to entertain us, not to spew her political drivel, whatever that may be, for or against. I don't care what any of them have to say. Hey, Malachi's Corner. It's all goopity glup. I think that's what you meant. It's all crap, in other words. Thank you very much for the donation. I do appreciate that. We have choices, folks, okay? We also have to realize that they are going to do whatever they have to do to maintain their power. All right. Would it surprise me, as I talked about a little bit earlier? Now, like I said, I don't know if it's true or if it's not true, but I did hear that there was arrest happening with the truckers up in Ottawa. I don't know if that's true. So I'm not out here saying breaking news. I have that. No, I'm not saying that. We'll never say that. If I don't have solid information on something, I'm not going to spew it out here and say it like it's a fact. Okay. What you have to understand, like I said again, these folks do not want to give up power. Trudeau ran like a dog with his tail tucked between his legs because he knew these people were coming. He tried to reported up here at 74,000 trucks, 1.4 million people. Yeah, that's a little bit more than thousands. That's a little bit more than thousands. And good for them. Because when enough people, again, say enough is enough, we're not doing it anymore, you need to change something, that's when they will listen. That's when they will either do something, or if you remember, let's go back a little further here. I think this is the 1989, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. I would appreciate it. I don't remember dates completely accurate. In China, you had Tiananmen Square. Anybody remember that one? I know some of you younger folks have like no idea because it's not anything that's talked about because, it doesn't fit the criteria. But what happened was Chinese people had had enough of what was going on with their government. They peacefully took over Tiananmen Square. The Chinese government rolled out, it was 1989. See, I guess I do remember something. They rolled out the tanks, and there was a guy I'll never forget that just stood. One guy singly stood in front of a tank, and they actually stopped. But there was mass arrest. All kinds of stuff happened, and those things are going to happen because once again, the powers that be want to remain in control. They don't want you to say, "Hey, wait a minute, this isn't right. We need to do something about it." And so, that's what happens. Okay. So I would tell all of you right now, I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably use Starlink when I get down to West Virginia, Jim. That's what I'm probably going to be using. I got honey stuck on my fingers. Hey, Mountain Kayaker. Trudeau, Biden, Fauci, Gates, etc. They are the New World Order perpetrators or predators. Yeah, well, there's definitely an agenda. There's absolutely definitely agenda. And it's not for our best interest. They are never, this is something else I want you guys to remember. The people in power are not looking out for our best interest. They're going to always look over for in Tiananmen Square the next day the tank ran a person down. Ah, okay. Yeah, they were probably told that that's what they, yeah. Well, yeah, that's sad. That's actually sad. You know, Iran docked a ship in Syria loaded with weapons. RJC just said that one. Again, there's example after example after example of these type of things happening constantly. Wow, we're over 2,000 in the chat. We haven't been over 2,000 in the chat in quite a while. So welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming in here. I do appreciate that. Again, if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, because we're like less than 50% on the thumbs up as far as the people that are in here. If you have not shot a thumbs up yet, please do so to show support for the channel. And I do appreciate that. And thank you ahead of time. Again, it really does help. Yeah, fringe elements. Exactly. Mars Fool's Gold. Again, it really does help with the algorithms to push us higher up in the ranking. So I do appreciate it for that reason as well. Also, again, I like to see a lot of thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. So thank you. I appreciate that. So anyway, there is, in my opinion, and like I said, I don't know what it's going to be that's going to happen. I don't make predictions. I don't make claims. I don't say when, this, and this. I don't know. I just have a gut feeling that they're losing control once again. We're in that point where they're losing control and they want to maintain that control. So they're about to drop another shoe on us. Okay. And I can't say what that is going to be. I have no idea what that's going to be, but it is definitely never going to be for our benefit. It's just not going to be. It's that is the reality of that. I'm going to encourage you all to get ready the best way that you know how. I don't care, guys, if you go out there and buy a ton of ramen noodles. Now, I'm going to hear people say, "Oh my God, they're high in sodium and blah, 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 blah." If you're starving to death, believe me, you're not concerned about sodium. Canned goods, you're not concerned about sodium if there's nothing to eat and you're hungry. You're not going to care, okay? You would rather eat, I've always said, as a prepper, If I have one of these people come to me and they say, "Oh, well, I won't eat this or I won't eat that," when SHTF happens and you're starving and you come to me, like I got a buddy of mine. The standing joke is he hates lima beans. I have a can out here with his name on it that says lima beans. I said the first thing I'm going to give you to eat is going to be lima beans, and you're going to eat them. I won't do that to him, but that's the joke, okay? But again, I don't care if you don't like it. If you don't like this, you don't like that. Oh, that's high sodium. This is horrible. This is bad. Blah blah blah. Food is food. Thank you very much, Tamara. Very good point. Um, get it while you can. Stock up. Look for long shelf life stable foods. I highly, highly encourage you to do that because again, something really bad drops on us, we're going to be in big, big trouble in a hurry. A day at a time with the prepping mama. Years of watching and learning, it feels like. Thank you, Ed. Oh, hold on a second. I'm going to read the rest of that. I'm still in upstate New York, but more prepared now than ever. You're not kidding. Now is the time. You are no fear mongerer, Chastity. Thank you very much, Chastity. I appreciate that. And I don't do fear mongering, guys. That's not what my channel is about at all. My channel is about being as independent as you possibly can be, being as ready for whatever is going to happen. Hello, little girl. Being as ready as you can be for whatever is going to happen. That's what it's about. You know, don't be not being victims. I don't want you guys to be victims. So real quick, I'm going to do this really quickly, get it out of the way. I'm going to talk about my website, preparedness1.com. We have the Prepper Nurse One community there, which is a resource that we have set up for you guys to be able to connect with like-minded people. It is free to join. You do have to register, but no credit card information is asked. So go in there, check out the message boards, look for somebody in your state or in your country. It's a good resource that we set up for you guys to be able to connect with like-minded people. The second thing on my website, if you go preppernurse1.com, you will see the Forefathers logo. If you click on that, it will take you to their website. They are a CBD and hemp store. CBD products are a great thing to have in a post-event. They're a great thing to have now. They help with a lot of different ailments. They do offer pain relief and all those type of things. If you go there and you decide to make a purchase when you're on their website, make sure you use the discount code PrepperNurse1. You will save yourself 15% on your purchase, and that's the number one, not ONE. Last but not least, we have, again, preppernurse1.com. You click on store, it will drop down. You will see Legacy. You click on that, it will take you to the store within the website. It is a Legacy freeze-dried foods. It's a 25-year shelf life. It's GMO-free. It's made in the United States. It is also the largest portion size of any of the other freeze-dried food companies. It is vegetarian, but there are beef and chicken options that can be purchased separately as well. Also, there are gluten options for people that need that as well. So definitely take advantage of that. Freeze-dried food is a great thing to have, um, with your preps. Just like I said, being diversified, having different things to do, that's a good thing. This is me, 2013, watching now, Ed. Wow. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I have been on here. In September, it will be 12 years that I've been on YouTube. Now, obviously, in the beginning, I wasn't on like I am now. Uh, Once we moved down here to the property, and that was 7 years ago, that's when I really started doing this a lot more. And the channel obviously has grown to where we are now, which is amazing. It has been an amazing journey. And again, like I said, I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all the support. It has been a lot of fun watching the channel grow. And like I said, again, a reminder. So those of you that don't know, I'm going to remind you right now because we got a lot bigger crowd than we normally do in here. When I hit 100,000 subscribers, I will have STD tattooed on me. Now, some of you may think, wait a minute, STD, you think you know what it means, but what it actually means is step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. That is a mantra that I have been using for quite a while. I use it in my daily life. You can use it in your daily life. It doesn't have to be about prepping. Don't have to be about off-grid. It can be whatever you're trying to do, working methodically. And that's a reminder for you to realize, set a goal, realistic goal, and then just make it happen. So that's why I have that. And I have said from a while now, when I get to 100,000 subscribers, I am having STD tattooed on me. And so That's right around the corner now, obviously. So I'm looking forward to that, and that's going to be a very, very cool thing. Again, um, I want you guys not to be victims. Like I said, I don't know what's going to happen, but I have a really nasty gut feeling that something is about to go down. We're going to get dragged into it. Either it's going to be a world event that we're going to get sucked into, or it's going to be something else that is a planned event, if you will, a false flag or whatever the case may be. They've already laid. So I want you to remember this. They've already laid the groundwork. My biggest fear for this country is a grid down situation. I've talked about this for a while. That is my number one. If you said, Ed, what is the number one thing you're planning for other than a natural disaster, right? Other than a natural disaster, the biggest thing that I am planning for is a grid down situation. We are so reliant on the grid, it is ridiculous. Now, obviously, I am not attached to the grid. And so, I'm in a good position. But I want you to think about this. I know one other guy up in my area that has solar. One. Not on the other side of the valley, up here in the same area where I live. One other guy has solar. If I have power and he has power and nobody else has power for an extended period of time, how do you think that's going to go over with other folks? You think they're going to be like, oh, isn't that nice that, they have power and they can do whatever they want to do? Do you think that they'll be happy for you? Probably not so much. Okay. They're going to want in. They're going to want to use your power. They're going to want to charge up batteries or whatever the case may be. And I absolutely would allow people to do that. I will be honest with you. My neighbors up here, I would say, hey, I got plugs, plug your stuff in, charge your stuff up, because I will be a target. You're right. But I'm not a pushover either. Hey, Trekker, welcome to a beginning preppers. Well, he just became a member. Thank you so much. I appreciate you becoming a member. Oh, a reminder too, just so you guys know, I have 3 levels of membership. The highest level of membership is a hardcore prepper. I do a private live stream every Monday just for my hardcore preppers. So if you would like to be part of that, you go to my YouTube main page. You will see the join button. You join tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, strictly just for my hardcore preppers. We will be doing a stream. I do that every single Monday for them. It is very personable. There are, it's not a huge crowd, which is nice. I'm able to answer all the questions that anybody asks. And it's just a really nice chat. And we do that every single Monday. So just sharing information. You can do it or not do it. I still do 3 live streams a week. I do Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday every week. And so just putting that out there. Early warning system and rings of security is vital. Get those in place now. Michael Black just said that. Yeah. Being ready there's levels of being ready. The first thing, if you are brand new and have no clue what to do, have never done anything in your life, having at least 2 weeks worth of food and water is paramount to start out with. The very next thing I would say that you should do is have some way to purify water, because without fresh water, you're going to be dead very quickly because of dysentery. In a post-event, I will tell you this right now, in a post-event, more people are going to die from dysentery than any other way out there. It's just, it amazes me the lack of preparation in general in whole by most people. It really does. Guys, what are we at? 2,210 in the chat. We're at 1,283 again on those thumbs up. If you have not shot a thumbs up yet, please do so to show support for the channel. Let's see how high we can get that number up tonight. That would be a fun. Let's see if we could get it up to 1,800. That would definitely be a new record. So if you would like to be part of that, I would, that would be awesome. And I appreciate you guys doing that. And thank you ahead of time. Again, really makes a difference with the algorithms too. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. All right. So going back to what I was just saying, after you get your food and water squared away and a way to purify water, then there's a myriad of other things. You better have a way to protect what you have, okay? Boomsticks, if you will, that's the latest thing that everybody calls them, and your freedom seeds. Make sure you have those and in plenty. So because once you run out of your freedom seeds, you have a stick or a club. That's all you have. I would suggest that you get seeds, because in a post event, we are not going to be hunters, because there's not going to be anything to hunt, because the woods will be hunted dry very, very quickly, because every Tom, Dick, and Harry is going to be out in the woods shooting at everything that moves and with no idea what they're doing. Okay. So, you have to have, you got to realize we're going to be growers and gatherers. I would encourage people to get books on wild edibles, get books on medicinal plants as well, because there's no more going to the pharmacy in a post event. Very, very interesting. Yes, fishing gear and bait is a good thing as well, but when you and 2,000 to 3,000 of your closest friends are fishing the same pond, how long do you think that pond's going to have fish in it? That's something to think about again. Now, unless you're up in the Adirondacks or in Minnesota, the land of what they call it, 10,000 lakes, there's going to be a better chance that you might be able to catch something. But long term, no, not anywhere near in the regular creeks and rivers and stuff like that. They'd be empty quickly. Like I said, we're going to need to be gatherers and growers. The number one thing that you should be growing, the number one thing, because you can survive on this food and this food only. I'm going to give you guys a minute and tell me, what do you think the number one thing that we should all be growing in our gardens is? Some of you already know because you've been watching me for a long time. What do you think that is, guys? One thing that you should be growing in your garden. Look, I got so many smart subscribers here. It's unbelievable. Potatoes. Potatoes, you can, and sweet potatoes can go along in with that potatoes. It is a great, great thing that you can survive just eating potatoes. And obviously, there's a myriad of different ways that you can make potatoes. You can make French fries, mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, all kinds of stuff. The Irish did it exactly. So you definitely can survive on that, you know. So, but again, planning ahead, having plenty of medical supplies. If you can get antibiotics, I encourage you to get antibiotics. In a post event, there's not going to be doctors to go to. Hey, Miss Z, thank you very much for the donation. I do appreciate that. Very kind of you. Um, so again, get antibiotics if you can. Really, really important. And just try to be as ready as you can be. Again, in a post event, you got to realize minor things right now that we all have happen on a daily basis around the country, around the world. In a post event, they can be fatal. Getting a bad cut, it gets infected, it turns septic, you're dead. Gangrene, you're going to die. It's just people have no idea. They have no idea. So you're going to need to be careful. Number one, I would highly, highly, highly recommend safety gear. If you have a chainsaw, a lot of people have a chainsaw. Not a lot of people know how to use a chainsaw properly. And I will tell you guys, I was one of those people. All right. When I moved out here, well, actually, before I moved out here, I had my other property and I was cutting trees down there and doing stuff there. I didn't have a lot of experience with a chainsaw. Made some mistakes, got very, very fortunate, went out and bought chaps because you're out in the woods and you're by yourself. And a lot of times that's how I was. I was out there alone, cutting stuff up. One slip up, you cut your leg really, really badly. You're going to bleed out before you get any help. So that is something to think about as well. So definitely want to, talk about that. So safety equipment, really important. As many tools as you can get, nails, screws, all those type of things. But medical supplies, a lot of clothing, layers of clothing, depending on what part of the country you're in. Up here, stop lead as well. Yeah, stop lead is a really good thing to have. You should have that if you are traveling anywhere in the woods, especially in a post event. You should do it now if you're traveling in the woods. A packet of stop lead on you. Okay, really, really a good thing. So just something to think about. All right, so let's do this. We're at that time. It is egg count time, and I want to try to stay on top of things tonight. So again, we're at 2,336 in the chat. We had 1449 on the thumbs up. If you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I'm going to ask you to please do so to show support for the channel. And thank you ahead of time. Also, it really helps with the algorithms. So the more interaction, once again, that we get, the better it is for the channel. So I appreciate it for that reason as well. The third reason is I do like to see a lot of thumbs up. That is a game. Also, again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. All right, so let us do our egg count. I'm getting you guys a chance to get your guesses up here. So I will tell you this, yesterday, I got 5 eggs yesterday from the chickens. So that's what I got yesterday. I will tell you in a moment now where we are at. All right. Oh, hold on a second. All right. I have saw so far 1 correct guess, and it is Malachi's Corner with that correct guess. Now we also have Nevermore also has the same guess. 1 egg. 1 egg today. And the best part about that 1 egg, it was Thick Neck that laid her egg today. And so those of you that say, how do you know what chicken lays what egg? I have 1 Easter egger. She lays a green egg. And all my other chickens all lay brown eggs. So if she does not lay an egg, I know because there's no green egg in the bunch. So today she was the only one that laid an egg. Again, been very, very cold up here. We were at 7 below zero last night. They've been in the chicken coop. I've had them in the coop probably 7, 8 days straight now, just because it's been too cold. The one day that I did open up the hatch for them to go out into the yard, they didn't go. So, but yeah, she was the only one. I was like, what is with these lazy chickens today? But yeah, they're fun though. I love the chickens. They're a lot of fun. And but yeah, it's when it's cold, a lot of times they don't lay. So when they do lay, it's like a bonus and a treat. I'm like, hey, cool, whatever they lay is great. But yeah, so today, yeah, 1 is better than 0. That is correct. And Thick Neck generally lays every other day anyway. She's getting older. And I know I will never put her down and eat her. She will die an honorable death when it is her time. She can just go ahead and die in the chicken coop, and we'll take care of her at that point. So, I figure, I know a lot of people when their chickens stop laying, they off them. They take them out and they off them, and and then they eat them. At this point in time, I don't need to eat my chickens. There's no reason for me to do so. They're like my children as well. I walk into my chicken coop and I talk to my ladies. I call them my ladies, even though I have 2 roosters. So yeah, no, I'm not going to go in there and do that. So, but anyway, again, just they're fun. I enjoy them. And I figure they gave me eggs for their whole existence. And so I reward them by having a good life. They're spoiled like crazy. Hold on 1 second, guys. I think I have a Gelco wanting in. Nope. I thought I heard scratching, but he was not out there. He went out earlier. He's really this time of year. Buddy goes out for short periods. Max will go out for short periods. Gelco's the only one that likes to go out for any extended period of time. But it's with as cold as it is, as soon as I hear him scratch, and I try to get up and let him in as soon as I can. So I will show you guys really quickly. We have Mr. Max living the life of Riley over here. And then Lucy is up in Stella's box. So he is up there, and so Heather was gone for a couple of days. I didn't want to share that information until she got back home. She went with her aunt and her cousin, and the 3 of them went on a shopping trip to do thrift store shopping. So they had a nice little getaway for a couple of days, and she just got back home today. So but so yeah, but the cats are chilling. And then, of course, all 3 of the dogs are right here on the floor. So, but anyway, guys, so that is where we're at with that. Again, I'm going to always encourage you, be proactive, help yourselves. We cannot rely on the government. If you guys, no, I'm in New York State right now until the spring. And in the spring, I am moving to West Virginia. I bought 25 acres in West Virginia. and I bought raw land down there. Anybody that has, some of you guys probably are new and you don't know. And yes, I really am a nurse. I know I don't look like a nurse. I got 7 tattoos. I ride a Harley. I have my ears pierced twice, even though I don't have any of my earrings in right now. Yeah, I'm a nurse. I know. So, but long time I've been a nurse. But so anyway, um, I bought 25 acres in West Virginia last year. And so I had, starting all over again, I wanted to be in a better position, better state. It's much more isolated than where I'm at here. It's a good spot where I'm at here. It's a better spot down there. I have more land. I have 3 acres here. I have 25 acres in West Virginia. It is beautiful. I love it. And I cannot wait to get down there and really get going on that. It's a journey. If you guys want to follow how we're going to do it down there, feel free to follow us. I will be putting up obviously videos down there and showing you that journey. So it is very, very cool. So JJ, what is our record for thumbs up? I don't even remember. I know JJ's probably got an idea. So right now we're at 1617 on a thumbs up. We got 2165 in the chat, but I don't remember what the record is. Prepared Family says 1872 was the record. All right, we got to blow that up. We got to hit 2,000 thumbs up then today, guys. That's going to be the goal, all right? Yes, I'm moving south, and I cannot wait. 1872. Okay, our record is 1,872 thumbs up, which means we are 200 away from that. So we got to go for let's do a try to get to 2,000 thumbs up today. Make it a new really big record. Okay. My mom is moving with me. My sister is also coming down there, and also my daughter. So everybody that is living here at the homestead is going down to West Virginia as well. So yeah. Pinball thinks states will secede. You know what? I don't know if that would be the case. I think something would happen way before then. But I just the taxes in West Virginia are a lot cheaper. The politics are much better than what I'm dealing with here in New York. The gun laws are better down there. The weather is better. So there's a lot of reasons why moving to West Virginia. Those are a lot of the reasons. West Virginia is still fairly sparsely populated. And it's just a better situation overall. And I've lived in the South before. I used to live in North Carolina, and I absolutely loved it. And I'm looking forward to be in a position where I can, have my freedoms, do what I want to do, and not have, paying ridiculous taxes that we do here in New York and all those type of stuff. So. Britain has bird flu, taking all the precautions. I heard that that's the next thing coming out. It would not surprise me, guys. Really would not surprise me. Let's go back to On Topic, something big coming down. Let's get back on that for a few minutes. I think what you may see happen is some kind of new virus comes out that has a higher death rate than what we've seen so far. That would not shock me at all. That would force people to isolate, to stay away from each other. It would scare the crap out of people. People would not. I have a 100-acre farm in West Virginia, Oklahoma, Colorado, and Utah. Wow, that's a lot. It's good that you can afford to do that. So officially, West Virginia is still losing population, but lots of people are moving there. I think it's the right kind of people that are moving there, to be honest with you. And that's kind of my, that's my guess. It's a great area, very mountainous. It's going to be difficult for people to travel, especially in a post-event. So again, trying to put myself in a position where I'm as independent as possible. Large gardens, a lot of orchards. I'm going to be growing a lot of fruit trees, putting those in and all those type of things. I do plan on, I have my beehive. I do plan on getting that set up down there as well. So I have a lot of things that I want to do. I'm going to be doing an underground bunker / root cellar. That should be just that alone. I think would be interesting for people to watch. But like I said, there's a lot that has to be done. So that is why I have decided I am selling the property here in New York. And this property will be going on the market in March. So I never thought I would be leaving here. I will honestly tell you that when I moved on this property, I thought this is where I'm going to be for the rest of my life. Circumstances change, opportunities come up, and West Virginia did relocation payout for people that worked from home. I did see that. I did not get involved in that at all. I don't want anybody controlling me and saying what I have to or can't do. Um, but yeah, so that's why, you are seeing a mass exodus from two states in particular, New York and California. People are getting out because the taxes are too high. They've had enough of the draconian measures that are being put in place constantly, and all those type of things. So people have had enough. So they're like, I'm not doing this anymore. It's a combination of a lot of things for me. I really have had enough of the winters. I'm not one. I'm not out there snowmobiling. I'm not out there skiing. I don't do that. Last time I went skiing, I was 16 years old and I was in high school. So I don't care about any of that stuff. I don't want to be out there when it's freezing cold. Not interested. So um, I want to be someplace where, yeah, and this is my favorite. I've had so many people tell me, well, still snows in West Virginia. Well, yeah, okay, yeah, but not like New York. We're not going to have the cold like we do in New York. We're not going to have the same amount of snow like we do in New York. Northwest survival today. Is the dog put down situation taken care of? Yeah, that's been taken care of for quite a while. So thank you for asking about that. But yeah, that's been resolved for quite a while. And but that should have never happened in the first place. Just put it like that. So um, again, we have no control. And I want you guys to remember something here. We have no control over what's going to happen around the world. None whatsoever. There's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing we can say that's going to make a difference. If China decides to attack Taiwan, they're going to do it. If Russia decides to go into Ukraine, they're going to do it. Bottom line, nothing we can do is going to change that. What our government's reaction to that is going to maybe get us involved in something that is not good at all. Okay. So it's not good at all. So those things we can't control. What we can control, um, Miss Kitty says, I'm 56, lived in New York all my life. I retired in 4 years, and I'm leaving for a red state. I don't blame you at all. Don't blame you at all. Go someplace where it's less taxes, better weather, and you can enjoy it. So that's yeah. I cannot wait to get out of here. You have no idea how excited I am to. I mean, I'm going to be sad. I'll be honest with you. I've put my heart and soul into this property. If you go back and you watch our early videos from when we first came up here 7 years ago, and what we've accomplished in that 7 year period, that's to me, it's a lot to be proud of, and I am proud of what we've done. Really proud of what we've done. But at the same time, it's like you have to always be open to change. Nothing ever stays the same. You have to be fluid. I can't wait. I've had people were mad at me because I was leaving New York State. You know, to each their own. They can be mad if they want to. I got to do what's best for myself and my family. Put myself in a position, in a situation where my chances of surviving whatever is going to happen are increased, not decreased. So, like I said, I'm in a good spot here. Down there's a better spot. And it is. Like I said, I cannot wait. And I think with the weather being that much better, it's going to make a big difference. So we're at 1868. So what 18? What do we say? 1887 was the record, or 1883. So let's blow that away, guys. Let's get this over 2,000 thumbs up. So if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I'm going to ask you to please do so to show support for the channel. And I thank you ahead of time for doing so. Again, it really makes a difference with the algorithms. The record was 1872. Well, we just blew that away. So it makes a difference with the algorithm. So the more interaction we have, it is better for the channel. So I do appreciate it for those reasons as well. Again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, I would ask you to please subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon and get all notifications as well. So I thank you for that reason as well. So I appreciate that. And so, all right. let us do this now. We're at the time where I like to do shout outs for other channels. So let's keep that going. We're almost already to 2,000. So let's see how much higher we can get that. Let's set a really good new record for thumbs up. So it's going to be harder to reach. um, Again, I want to do some shout outs. I'm going to start out with Icky Can up in Canada, who is a friend of mine. Really, really nice guy. Small channel, but he's living off grid and he's awesome. So definitely let's show him some support. And JJ will throw his link up there. We have Bizariza Jizza, which is here. He lives in Rochester, is a friend of mine as well. Really, really good guy. So you know, let's show him some support as well. Good person. And he's got a really cool Carrington Chronicles going on. Good story. And definitely check that out. You're welcome, my friend. He's just saying I appreciate you, Ed. He's a good, solid dude, and he's got a really good story there. So definitely listen. Check that out. You have Sean James, and also with the My Self Reliance channel up in Canada. Really good dude, awesome guy. Building off grid, really cool to watch. You have Kyle's Cabin up in Minnesota. Really, really good guy as well. Him and his girlfriend Sierra showing their off grid living stuff. Bush Radical and his wife, Girl in the Woods, 2 different channels. Awesome, awesome people as well. So definitely check them out as well. You have Alaskan Prepper, one of the nicest freaking people you ever wanted to see, guys. Really, really good dude as well. Let's go show him some support as well. He's a good guy. You have Alaskan Granny. You have Canadian Prepper with a lot of really good information out there as well. You have Angry Prepper down in New York City. Really solid guy as well down there. You have Southern Prepper 1. We have Green Greg's. We have Pinball Preparedness. There is Bjorn Hansen. There's another really good channel. Corporal's Corner. A lot of good information there as well. Magic Prepper in North Dakota. We have Marfugal News with Adam and Dax out on the West Coast in Seattle. Also, you have oh my God, I'm going blank here for a second. It'll come to me. We have Adapt 2030. You have Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, also very awesome guy. Deep South Homestead, Ice Age Farmer. There is, I'm trying to, oh, Doug and Stacy, another absolutely fantastic channel. You have Prepper Nation is another good channel. Full Spectrum Survival, I really like them as well. Really good channel. You have Joe at St. Bernard Acres. And trying to think here. God, there's so many channels out there. You have the Nomadic Movement. They are down in Panama. Another young couple that just had a baby. Really nice couple. And they're trying to do some stuff down there, which is really nice to work with other people, which I think is a really good thing. Somebody says Black Scout Survival. I have not seen that channel, so I don't know who they are. But like I said, again, I think that we should absolutely be supporting each other. We have Bear Independent. We have Bushcraft Bear over in the Canary Islands in La Palma. Really, really nice guy as well. The other one I'm trying to think. We have, God, there's so many. There's so many channels. BP Earthwatch. Really, really like that channel. Yes. Like what is, of course, and I already said it earlier in the stream, Ryan Hall, you all, if you want to get good weather, go check out his channel. He's a really, really cool dude, and I really like what he's doing, and I think we should be supporting him big time. Okay, so let's continue to show him some love. Like I said, the Needy Homesteader. If you don't know that story, it's a very tragic situation. She lost her husband in an automobile accident. She was injured and 2 of her children were injured. Terrible, terrible situation. They got hit head on by a drunk driver. But she is back and she's posting again. East Tennessee Preparedness is another channel. Yes, check them out as well. So anyway, that's it. That's it for the thumb or shout outs today, guys. But there's a lot of channels out there. We absolutely should be supporting each other. I think that that's really important to do so. It's definitely good to see a lot of different information. So let's just continue to do that. Again, prepping and off-grid channels were a small niche group of people. If we continue to support each other, I think it's an amazing thing what we can do and what we can accomplish. So I think that we should do that. Oh, I got to mention Steve Wallace. Yes, up in Canada. Camping with Steve. Love, love, love his channel. Very, very down-to-earth, nice guy. Go show him some love too. And again, when you go to these channels, just say, hey, Prepper Nurse 1 sent me over. And like I said, I think it's a good thing, and we should be all supporting each other. You know, people think, and I want you guys. I'm gonna mention this once again, really quickly. People think this is easy. Oh, I'm going to start a channel. I'm going to do this, and it's going to get big, and it's going to get huge, and blah 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 blah. I cannot tell you the number of channels that I've watched through the years that are long gone, not even there anymore, not even a whisper or dream, nothing. It takes dedication. It is a lot of hard work. It is, I love what I do. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining at all. But it is there's more to it than people think. You have to come up with videos every day. You have to, come up with ideas. What am I going to talk about? What can I talk about? What's going to get me in trouble if I talk about this? So, you have to really be careful. Oh, Survival Lily is another one, guys. I didn't mention her. She's another really good channel. But, you have to be careful too, unfortunately. You know what I mean? So I think, like I said, being supportive of each other is important, and I think that we should all do that. And I'm very, very fortunate. I didn't mention 80K Man, guys. I apologize. He's in the chat here. He's right there. Let's go support his channel too. He's up in the Adirondacks. Really, really nice guy as well, and he's showing a lot of good information. Mary Greeley News, you guys. Gray Man Prepping. Oh my God. See, there's so many, so many channels. I love Mary Greeley News. I think she's a really cool lady. She gives us a lot of information about what's going on with Yellowstone. So definitely check her out as well. But there's a lot of great channels. Let's just, like I said, again, let's just support each other. Okay, so that's it. No more. No more shout outs today. Continue to get ready. Stay diligent. This is not a time to panic. Panic is a time when the bombs are dropping or the lights have gone out and everybody's lights out. And even then you shouldn't panic, because if you are prepared, you have a plan and you are ready and you're going to act. You're not going to react. The people that are panicking are going to react. We don't want to be, we don't want to be in that category. We want to be in the category with, okay, we knew this was coming. Let's get ready. Did I mention Angry Prepper, guys? I think I did. I think I mentioned Angry Prepper. I love Jason, just so you know. I think he's awesome. Really, really good guy. So if I didn't mention him before, I wanted to mention him really quickly. Control what you can control. I did? Okay. All right. So that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Panic is not your friend. Fear is not your friend. That is your enemy. Panic and fear, that's what most of the people are going to be dealing with out there. They're going to be scared. They're going to be desperate. They're going to be panicky. They're going to have lost control because everything that they know has changed. They don't know what to do. But because we, people that are smart people that are watching my channel, of course, and other channels like mine, we are getting ready. We are preparing. That's what we do. That's what we do. I don't just sit here and talk about it. This is what I live. This is my life. I live off grid. I am prepped out the wazoo. Have been for a long time. 2005 was my awakening, folks. 2005, when Hurricane Katrina came through, and I saw the government's response to that situation, and it made me really realize, if something major happens in this country, be it a natural disaster or whatever the case may be, they are not prepared and they are not ready to deal with those situations, especially on a large scale. I never wanted to look my children in the eyes and say, I did not think enough ahead to think of you, to take care of you, to be ready, to help you, and all those type of things. So that was really my awakening, and that's when I really went gung-ho. I grew up with my Depression-era grandparents who always had a pantry. I always had a pantry. So it was like I was already kind of a prepper without even realizing I was a prepper. I obviously have taken it up to a whole nother level, but it's all about how you want to live your life. And here's the other thing I wanted to say. And somebody had said to me one time, well, what if nothing ever happens? And here you've spent all this money and you've done all this type of stuff. Well, here's a couple things to go with that. Food is never going to be cheaper than it is today. Never going to be cheaper, guys. It's only going to go up. It's only going to get more expensive. So whatever I buy today, food-wise, in 6 months, a year from now, it's going to be more expensive. So food that I bought 10 years ago, rice and beans and those type of things that I bought 10 years ago, honey that I bought 10 years ago, man, I look back at the prices on them now and go, wham, man, that was awesome that I thought ahead and got it while it was cheap, right? So it's never going to be cheaper. What I also said to somebody, I said, if nothing ever happens, because I don't want something to happen, that's not my dream. I don't hope for the end of the world to happen as we know it. If I can go into my old age and be completely set up with my own power system, huge gardens, and be able to grow up the majority of my own food, to be able to have my livestock where I'm getting my meat and my eggs and my pork, and those type of things, that to me is a huge blessing. How would that not be a blessing? To be free as you possibly can be to do those things. So that is part of where my mindset is always at when those type of situations. So what are we at? 1865 in the chat. We're at 2141, which is obviously a brand new high as far as thumbs up goes. Yeah, let me show you the rest of the shirt, guys. I'll show you the rest of the shirt. This was sent to me by a subscriber, and I think that it is awesome. I love this shirt. Probably the second time I've worn it on video already. But yeah, so that was, they sent that to my P.O. box, and so I appreciate that, and that was very awesome. So anyway, living free, that's what it's all about for me. I do believe something will happen. That is just my take on it. So I prepare for that situation. Again, and the thing is, if something happens, yeah, honey's never going to go bad either. That they pulled honey out of Tutankhamun's grave, 2,000 years old. It was still edible. Think about that. Think about that. That's crazy, right? So, all right. So let's see. Again, we're 2177. Let's see how high we can get this new record up here. We're easily going to get over 2,200. So let's see. We got about 9 more minutes in the chat, guys. Let's see if we can get it up, because we still got almost 1,900 people in the chat. Let's shoot a goal for 2,400. 2,400. So that's 216 away. So let's see if we can do that. If you have not shot that thumbs up yet, please do so to show support for the channel. I had my glasses off. What did your shirt say? It says, my rights don't end where your feelings begin. My rights don't end where your feelings begin. So, but, so yeah, again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. So at this time, I want to do what I do always around this time. We are legion because we are many, not the bad biblical legion, the good legion, like an American legion or a Roman legion. We are many. We are all over the world. We're a huge family. Where is everybody from tonight? Where are you guys from? We have Franklin County, Ohio, Mississippi and the Gulf Coast, Melbourne, Australia, Southwest Florida, Navajo Nation in Arizona, the Adirondacks, Inverness, Florida, Southern California, Central Missouri, Indiana, Nowhere, Oklahoma, North Carolina, Alberta, let's see, Northeast Ohio. Let's see, this is going really fast tonight, guys. Ontario, Canada, North Carolina, Fort Worth, Texas. Let's see, Mobile, Alabama, Surrey, England. I probably said that wrong. I apologize. Southern Mississippi, Afton, New York, Massachusetts. Are you happy? Beech Grove, Indiana, Texas, somewhere Kansas, New York, Jackson Hole. Let's see, Oklahoma, Ulster Park, New York, Alabama, Montana, Nova Scotia, New Jersey, the Jersey Shore, Arizona, Minnesota. We have the Deep South, Kentucky. Let's see, Charleston, West Virginia, Minnesota, Mount Rainier in Washington State, Texas, Northern Florida, Atlanta, Georgia, Southern Florida, Missouri and the Ozarks, Addison, New York, Cleveland, Ohio, South Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, behind the enemy lines in Northern Illinois. I like that. That's funny. Erin, Tennessee. We have Maryland is in the house. We have Mexico is here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Key West in Florida. Alabama's in the house. Kentucky, Georgia once again. Campbell, Missouri. Australia. Let's see, Houston, Texas. We have Alabama, Roll Tide, Alberta, Canada, Houston, Texas, Indiana. We have Texas again, New Mexico, Greenburgh, Kentucky. Let's see, Rapid. Oh, I missed that one. Sorry. Chicago, Illinois, Denver. Very nice. Ohio, Pennsylvania, Alabama. So again, guys, we're all over the world. There's Rhode Island is in the house. We are all over the world. We're all over the country. We are a huge network of people. We are a huge family, is what we really are. We are the ones that are awake. We are the ones that are awake for a reason because we can make a difference now. We have Newfoundland is in the house. Very nice. Pacific Northwest. And we can make a difference after an event because we're the ones that are going to be teaching people how to survive. Minnesota's in the house. Very nice. New Hampshire. So, again, we are awoke or woken for a reason. I really truly believe that. I think that there is a reason that we've all are there. Snowy Cape Cod, right? Yeah, I'm sure you guys got enough up there. We have South Carolina. Yeah, where was Asif tonight? I didn't see Asif in the chat tonight. Mesa, Arizona is also in the house. So, again, uh, we can make a difference. And I think that we should try if we should absolutely try to do so. So we're up to 2288 on the thumbs up. So to the goal of 2400, we need 112 more thumbs up, guys. And 80K Man is just saying right now, failure to prepare is preparing to fail. And he's 100% correct. So let's get up to that 2400 thumbs up before we jump off of here. I do appreciate it. I appreciate huge crowd tonight, which was unexpected. So that's very, very cool. Philip was here earlier. Okay, he must have had to go to bed. I know it's a lot later over there, or it's in the morning in Melbourne, Australia. I'm not sure. But the record was 1872, and now we're at 2343. So, yeah, expect the unexpected. Exactly. Be on your toes, folks. Be as ready as you can. Keep getting ready. Don't stop prepping. That's if you don't get anything out of else what I say, don't be a victim. Don't be a victim. Continue to get ready, continue to prep, continue to think about your families. And even those family members that do nothing, the ones that do nothing, it's 2:15 a.m. here. Oh, you over in the UK? Is that in the UK? I'm in Melbourne, Australia, 1:15 p.m. Oh, okay, it's in the afternoon over there. Well, I know the UK is like 6 hours difference for us, something like that. Depends on if it's daylight savings time or right now we don't turn the clocks ahead until the spring. So I think it's 6 hours right now for the UK. So, but again, the people that don't prep, you're never going to make the ones that won't prep. You can try to wake people up as much as you can. What you're going to make the decision when the time comes is who are you going to help and who are you not going to help. Okay. So, I hear, so somebody says, what's up with 5G? I don't really have an opinion on that. I don't think that, there's a lot of talk that is going to do this, it's going to do that. I don't know. I don't believe so. That's just kind of my take on it. I will not feed into conspiracy theories on that type of thing. I don't know. So I just definitely am not going to, I'm not going to feed into that. So it's just, it's 2 a.m. in England. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, very, very late over there. So it's 5 hours on right now. Okay. But anyway, keep doing what you can. Think ahead, prepare ahead. That's the best that we can do. I want to thank my moderators, and apparently tonight I had one moderator in the house, and that is JJ. So I want to thank him for being here and keeping the chat clean. I'm going to have to add some more moderators because I'm having some people not showing up. So 17-17 game over there for the NFC. Okay, thank you. So I really appreciate that. JJ is probably my most consistent moderator, always has been. And it does mean a lot. All the people that moderate for me, I do appreciate it when they come in, and it's really, really awesome. Also, thank all of you. I want to thank all of you for being here and being part of this. It is amazing watching the channel grow. It has been fun, and there is, it is, it's just amazing to see the growth of the channel. So I really appreciate that. So, it definitely means a lot to me. It really, really does. So I appreciate all the support, and the channel's growing. And before we know it, we're going to be at 100,000 subscribers, and that should be interesting. I'm curious to see what things do once you hit that level with YouTube. It puts you up at a different level. So I think that that's going to be really fun. So I'm curious between that, hitting that goal, getting started in West Virginia, and doing what we're going to be doing there. I have not made the tattoo appointment yet, but I may have to do it pretty soon. So um, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. As we get closer, I definitely will be contacting. I want Kendall to do my tattoo, so I got to get a hold of her and talk with her as well. So, but anyway, guys, what are we at? 23.99. So obviously we're going to hit 2,400. So let's make it 2,500. Let's see, as we do our last bit here, let's see how close to 2,500 we can get. So again, if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, if you would do so, I would appreciate the support for the channel. Again, it really does help with the algorithm. So the more interactions that we have, I do appreciate that as well. Again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. So again, just a reminder to everybody, especially anybody that's new in here, when we hit 100,000 subscribers, I will be doing a huge giveaway on a live stream. I am going to pick people at random on the live stream, and I am going to be sending you stuff and giving you stuff and doing a good giveaway. So that's, I think, the way we're going to do that. So it's right around the corner. I don't even know where I'm at right now. Coming into the chat, I was a little over 700 away from 100,000 subscribers. So it's definitely going very, very fast. Very, very fast. So anyway, remember, folks, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. And I think that is important for people to remember that. If we could ever work together, if we could ever put our petty differences aside over race, religion, political affiliation, the vaxxed or the unvaxxed, if we could put that all aside and look at the big picture of what we could accomplish as human beings if we work together. Hey, John Doe, thank you very much for the donation, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Huge difference that can make if we can do that, and we can accomplish anything. There's a lot of smart people out there. So we're at 2,473. So 26 more to hit 2,500. That's a good number. That'll be tough to beat. So kill switch used by law 2026. That would be something that would need to be paying attention to as well, obviously. Also remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day, tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it is, no guarantees. So tell the people that you care about every single day how you feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you were trying to do, whatever you were trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only person that can stop you from reaching any goal that you set it's a realistic goal is you. That's it. Nobody else. Nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from negative people, and you're going to be just fine. Don't listen to those type of people. They want to bring you down. Their lives are miserable and they're unhappy, and they want you to be the same way. Set realistic goals, and you're going to get there, So anyway, hey, Kit Carson, thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate that. So we're 2 away from 2,500, guys. We got to hit 2,500 before we jump off of here for the thumbs up. Appreciate the stream tonight. It's been fun. Big crowd tonight, so that's been really, really cool as well. And, I appreciate y'all watching. It's going to get fun in the spring. I'm going to get busy in the spring. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be wild when we get going with our situation in West Virginia. I'm just hoping, realistically, that I have enough time to get things squared away before that balloon goes up. We never know when it's going to happen, but I am going to do my best. Oh, yes, JJ is throwing up the link for Heather. That's my daughter. She makes jewelry, and JJ just threw her link up there. If you guys are interested in supporting her by buying some of her jewelry, she gets it out right away. Really nice girl, and she's trying to get that business going. So if you would support her that way as well, I would appreciate it. All right. All right, guys, I am going to jump off. We're at 25:31, new record. Amazing. Thank you all for the support. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Again, just a reminder, I will be doing my live stream for members only, hardcore prepper members only, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. If you are interested in becoming a hardcore prepper to be part of that live stream, you go to my main page on YouTube here. You will see the join button, become a hardcore prepper, and you can be in that chat tomorrow night. Okay? So now we're at 25:42. So I'm going to jump off. I will see you all later. Have a great night. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.